Okay, today what I'm trying to do here is I've got a coolant leak. You can see down there is some pink coolant that's been leaking out. There's a little bit of leaking around that flange just below the fuel pump there. And so I'm going to replace the thermostat, which is behind that flange, along with the flange as well. Might as well just put a new one in. And new washers and stuff like that. Or O-rings and all that stuff that comes with the thermostat for about 55 bucks. And then this little O-ring right here is for the main leak, which is just where that pink is down there. There's a metal coolant pipe. It's kind of hard to see. It's well, you can kind of see it better from up top here. It's that one right there. That one that goes like that, and it goes in to the side there. I guess that O-ring seals it. It goes right along here, wraps around the side of the block. So it's going to be a little fun maneuvering. So I'm going to take a few things apart here. This bracket's going to come off here, the vacuum line, the reservoir, and yeah, I'll get that off. I've drained, also, it's pretty neat, I'm just learning lots about Volkswagens, but sometimes those Germans, maybe it's just because I haven't had very many newer cars, but I thought this was pretty cool. Instead of having to pull that rad hose, that lower rad hose off, there's a little dial right here, a little spout on the bottom, and you can just grab bottles and turn it on and turn it off. Very convenient. So yeah. I'll see how this goes. Stay tuned. We're winning anyway. So I did manage to get that pipe pulled out. To get it out a little bit further, I had to undo a bunch of stuff over here. Another coolant flange there. Just take that right off. And I need another, like, at least ½ inch of movement on this pipe to get that O-ring off. So, yeah, see how that goes now. This coolant line, which took me forever to get off. Like, seriously, I was doing everything possible to try and get that off. Praying like a bugger. Pulling, sweating, anyway. In the process, don't do what I did, and this pipe here that's also attached to it, right? Ended up, I wasn't paying attention and was pushing on my dipstick here, and I snapped my plastic dipstick. So I have to replace that. Go to a wrecker and get a new dipstick. Yeah, don't do that. Well, it's a small victory. I have the old O-ring off the pipe, finally. I'm going to clean it up in there and put the new one on. If you can see that, but probably hard to see on this camera, but the rubber's deteriorated, so the diameter of the O-ring material, anyway, the thickness, let's say, has shrunk. It's the new one is slightly thicker, so it'll seal better. Yay. Alright, so we got her all back together here. All hose is back on, everything electrical hooked up again. And I got a little rag shoved down my dipstick. Just pulled the two bolts out. carefully pull this out. Have a look. There she is. Now match it up. Hopefully everything flange looks the same. Make sure the thermostat's the same too, and then we'll put that back in. Okay, so I got the thermostat sitting in there. I got a little bit of heat coming off my light here, just to try and set up a little bit of the silicone that I put on. You should be using high temp silicone. Unfortunately, it's like 11 o'clock at night and I don't have any, and I need this car working in the morning, so I don't think a little bit of regular silicone is gonna hurt, but yeah, just enough. Let it dry, let it set up just enough so that you can hold it horizontally to get it in the hole without the thermostat falling out. Yeah, so we're almost done. Alright, and we're done, finally. So to resolve my broken dipstick issue here, I took a piece of hose off my EGR cooler and cut a chunk off it there. And then fed a small bolt into it. And that plugs the hole nicely until I can get a new dipstick from the dealership there. Yeah. Now just to put some coolant in and start it up.